I'm choosing to perform here right now. And of course, when you choose to perform because you want to. And sometimes people say performing. Performing means doing something that you feel like if you do, you're gonna get approval. Let it sink. Actually, let it sink. Authenticity. And the thing you say that makes people magnetic is people who put their real self out there, and the chances of them getting rejected is really high. But also, the people who connect with them deeply is also high. And when you are connecting with people, getting liked might help you out in the first. I don't know, like this didn't make sense, but it's like when you're connecting, right? Your actual ability or the wanting to be liked is the trap. Because when you're wanting to be liked, you're sacrificing yourself, your authentic self. And that's why you have this inner conflict. That's why you feel like imposter. That's why you feel like fake. Of course, sometimes you need to be a certain way when you're talking to your coworkers, when you're talking to your boss, when you're talking to your family or to your friends. You're gonna have different things, but not by choice. You might be doing that not by choice. If you actually want to have that fulfilling, deep relationship with people, you need to put your real self out there and being okay to get rejected. And if you're not getting rejected, you're not putting your real self out there at all. So if you get rejected, celebrate that. That's a fucking win for understanding that those are not my people. Getting closer to your actual people who you really connect, people who like, not even like, love you for you. And if you're trying to do that, and you might already have a social circle, a circle of friends, you might think, oh, if I start doing that, then I will lose the only friends I have. I mean, ask yourself this question then. Is it worth it? Is it worth it to actually sacrifice your real self, your authentic self? Future friends who actually likes you for you, but not for your mask, who deeply love you. I mean, nothing's stopping you. You can just stay with your friends you are, but if you're feeling miserable, if you're feeling fake, if you're feeling drained, you feel like there's no energy, you dread social situation, you dread those social interaction, then it's not about them at all. It's about you. You have to make the real change. Because if you're waiting to people, if you're waiting for the right people, you'll never. You'll always be waiting because you're not putting your real self out there at all. So how do you expect yourself to actually connect with them, to actually attract them? If you're building this mask, if you're wearing this mask, it might be unconsciously or consciously to be liked, then you're just gonna stay with that. And when you're having this mask, and the people who actually love you see you having this mask, they can feel the fakeness. And of course, they won't like you at all. But when you drop it, and the people around you might not like it, and that's the phase you really need to go through. And that's the phase where people actually fail and they go back to where they used to be because they get the judgment by their friends, they get judgment by the people around them, like you change, what you're trying to do. And that's just task that you actually need to go through. I mean, you gotta just ask yourself, is that something you really want? That's the only test you will ever have. If you're being true to yourself, if you're being okay to be rejected, to be judged, here's the thing: people tell that you're not gonna be judged, you're not gonna get rejected. You are gonna be having those things. The only thing we change is being okay having that. Is being okay for going through that. So ask yourself: is you just want to perform, live behind this mask that is fucking draining? You might be the charismatic guy out there performing for other people. You might feel like I'm in this social state, but there's always this wall between you and the other person, never truly connecting. When you go back home, you feel like, ah, this release. If you feel this, if you feel drained after a social situation, it's not because you're tired from something, from talking, because we humans really like to connect. We are wired for connection. It gives us more energy when we're connecting with the right people. Not drained. We are drained because we are wearing this mask in the first place. So if you feel like that's something what's going on, it's because you're not putting your authentic self out there. And once you do, you're gonna notice a lot of changes. The energy you have, how you portray yourself. People might dislike you, but the people who will not dislike you will actually fucking love you. So, two choices. And if there's something you feel like really, really fucking connected, then you can just DM me on Instagram and we can actually talk about that. And everybody else, take care.